Okay, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to talk about what's been happening with the Supreme Court with Roe versus Wade, and also throw in a little misogyny that I do see in it. I have made videos about what I think about abortion. I think women have the power of choice. You know how babies are made and can prevent it. Now, before you at me about sexual assaults and incest, sexual assault accounts for 1% of abortions, and incest makes up 0.5% of abortion. So it's not a lot. That is not the reason why people are going to get abortions. Most are because the baby will be an inconvenience. Second is economic reasons, which is 100% reasonable, which is why I'm not a mother, because economically it's a lot. It's a lot of money to even go into the hospital and give birth. That's one. Two, you have to take care of that child into adulthood, and you're always going to be a parent forever for the rest of your life. So it's going to take a lot of money to take care of a child properly. And I understand that. Third, the woman does not want to be a single mother, or she's having relationship issues. 100% understandable. Now, the baby being an inconvenience, that's the number one reason why women are having abortions, because that inconvenience could be that the baby has come at a bad time. They are not serious in a relationship with a partner. They could be married and they are having an affair on their husband, and that baby is not going to come out looking like their husband or them. There's various reasons why a baby could be an inconvenience, and also the economic. Look at the economic state. Everything is high: gas, food, bills, everything. Rent is rising. It is getting out of fucking control. If you want me to talk about what's been going on and the fuckery with the wealth gap that they're trying to make even bigger, which is now swallowing up the middle class, let me know. But I'll continue about this because it takes money to have children. And if they gave a flying F about children, they would provide money to be able to adequately take care of children. They would not be nickeling and diming people and paying them peanuts and slave wages where they have to pick which bill they're going to pay every 2 weeks. But yet these men mostly have the nerve. They have the nerve to sit up here and talk about the babies are being killed. The babies are being killed when you don't give a flying fuck about the babies when you're making them. You don't give a flying fuck about the baby that you leave on a woman to take care of by herself. You don't care about these children, because the top 3 reasons have everything to do with how men are acting these days. But at this point, women need to take control of their reproductive health. If they overturn this, it doesn't matter if they overturn this, the economic situation in itself, women need to be very careful with their reproductive health. To be honest, I was a little bit naive, because in my mind, I thought it was more people being mindful of their reproductive health. Pregnancy is one of the better outcomes of having unprotected sex. People act like AIDS just disappeared, or HIV just went off somewhere, like it disappeared. Like people like to think that the CVID is gone. That bullshit. That they're doing the same thing with AIDS and HIV. There's STIs and STDs that you can get. And I didn't know so many people out here being reckless and not even thinking about that. And then people talking about how many abortions. This is surgery. This can affect you in so many different ways. The birth rates are low and they're decreasing. It's the cost of living and having children that is causing the decrease in birth rates. I do know that there is a genetic issue going on. I do know certain women have a problem having children when they start moving toward 30. I do know that. I did a video on that. But overall, women, and people are just opting out of not having kids. And like I said, it does have to do more with economics. And that inconvenient part of it is, I'm going to say, the majority of it is economically driven. One thing that I thought of also is the way men treat women. That has been another big factor. The lack of commitment, love, loyalty, and marriage, the cheating, abuse, femicide, and lack of value of women have turned women off from wanting to be a mother, married, and a wife, and being in a relationship. Nobody wants to take on another child. When you get a partner, you expect them to do their part. Some of these men are out here acting like when they get a wife that she becomes their mother, their maid, their cook. She's supposed to do what they say at the drop of a dime, and no woman wants to deal with that. I mean, it's marriage and having a husband with the mindset of men today. It's not appealing. That whole threat, you're gonna die alone with 15 cats. I'd rather, with what I'm gonna have to deal with you with cheating, possibly bringing home a disease, outside children, you possibly getting violent, and everything else that happens. I didn't say all, so don't at me. Women are like, fuck that, fuck a marriage, fuck a ring. I'm not dealing with that. And now the men, they feel some type of way. Now it's expensive, mentally taxing, and the heavy lifting is being shifted to women, working and being domestic. It's pouring into everyone else until you're empty. These are things that should be considered, and men are seeing and hearing the conversations on the win, and this is the extreme they're going to. This will not help the birth rates. I believe, overturning this, it will make it worse. There's going to be some resentment over this. This is not going to help men's case at all. From what I'm seeing, men are frustrated that women are not acting like women in the past and just dealing with them and their psychotic ways. And like I said, do not at me. I didn't say all. If the shoe fits, oh well. And not wanting to deal with that. And the ring, it doesn't mean anything, especially if you don't have a commitment to have loyalty, fidelity, and giving everything in a marriage that it's supposed to. There is no incentive for women to do anything. And women are like, even when they got into marriages, they felt overwhelmed and overworked and like they didn't have a partner, and even financially were not being taken care of in the proper way. This is contributing to this. It really is. I'll go ahead and end the video here. Let me know what you think about Roe versus Wade possibly being overturned. One thing that bothers me is the control over women's bodies. That is the misogynistic part of this, because there's nothing on the books for men being reckless with their semen. I smell the misogyny here as well. But yeah, I'll leave it right here. Drop your comment, and I'll see you in the next one.